Mic check. 1 2 1 2, man. Mic check. 1 2 1 2, man. What's happening? Talk to me, man. We in there like swimwear. You know what I'm saying? Talk to me, man. What's happening? What's happening? Yeah, we live, baby. We in there like swimwear, cuz. Talk to me, mic check. I can't be everywhere. A couple places I'm supposed to be, I ain't there, man. Sorry, man. You know what I'm saying? Shit happened. I ain't mean for it to happen, but a couple places I'm supposed to be, I ain't there, man. I'm a little disgusted, but we gonna work it out. Hold on, I gotta make this post right quick. Tap in, follow me at Concrete Genius Media, man. Follow me on all socials, man. You can get it, man. It's right here in your face. You know what I'm saying? Follow me on all socials. We finna talk a little basketball, talk a little reality. You know, we got all day, man. This is what we do, baby. Tap in, you can get with me, you can comment. You wanna jump in, shoot me a DM. You can jump in the DMs, we can chop it up, you know what I'm saying? Whatever you got going, we can make something happen. You know what I mean? I'm a player. I'm just an overall great guy, you know what I'm saying? Like I ain't nobody on here trying to start nothing. Gonna get this thing started. I want to give people time to come in. Anybody coming in on live? I got some people jumping in, and it's just glorious. What's the day? I'm finna say the wrong day. Glorious day. Oh, you know you get old. You don't even know what the day is. Get a copy of my book, The Game Changer. 8 Tips for Man to Find Peace, man. Available at Amazon.com. You'll get your copy. You can go on my website. Get your copy. You want to do that too, man. We make it happen. I got to upload this quick post on Facebook. Way out with me. Tap in, tap in. Shit, we see what's happening. Get a piece of the action, you know what I'm saying? I make it real for people, you know? And I'm accessible, you know? I'm the type of guy that's pretty accessible, you know what I'm saying? They got me where I can't. I'm always blocked on the app, bro. I'm getting frustrated. And I'm gonna tell you, bro, I ain't really nobody get frustrated with but me. I be getting myself blocked. You know what I'm saying? Like I be doing that to myself. Ain't nobody fault but mine, honestly. I be doing it to myself. What happens is I'm gonna tell you every time I end up getting blocked. What happens is I see somebody and they a creep or a weirdo and I see them and then I be like, I say something, they be like, your comment violated the rules. But I'm like, I'm talking to one of them, you know what I'm saying? But I gotta understand still social media. I'm a 70s baby, so I'm gonna talk a little regular sometimes. I don't be trying to be disruptive or rude. I just try to get my point across. I'm gonna tell y'all something real though, I ain't gonna lie. I had a dream from my mom. My mom told me stop cursing so much. That's why I'm really finna cut back on my curse. I remember my mother-in-law before she passed, she was like, my mom, she already told me like your pie gonna be big, but it ain't gonna really blow till you stop cursing so much. And I was so deep in the game thinking like I had to just be authentic and be myself. I couldn't even understand it back then, but her words, and then in my dream, my mama actually, I was at a table with my mom, my ancestors, we was talking, they was like, hey man, we love what you're doing, we love what you done for the kids. You blowing up, you got a big platform. And I was adding up all my followers, tallying up my followers, and my mom was like, you more mature, you too wise, you too articulate, you my son, I know your vocabulary. You don't have to curse so much, you got such a big platform. Somebody my age, somebody in their 60s and 70s might enjoy your content, but can't tolerate the profanity. And you might be missing the chance to serve and deliver the message to somebody who need it. And I was like, wow. Yeah, so, I mean, I'm still gonna be me. I've been, my goal, honestly, bro, straight up, my goal was to stop cursing so much when I got 50. Obviously that didn't happen, but I'm finna slow it down. But just after having that dream on the pod, nah, y'all ain't gonna do it. And it kind of coincide because I got suspended from an app. Like I said, I always respond to the comments. Like once I get to respond, that's why honestly, after talking to my team, bro, like I'm even filter the comments I respond to, bro. I'm really just gonna post content because I don't got no business arguing with dweebs. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't got no business arguing with no dweeb. You know what I'm saying? I don't got no business argue with nigga that ain't attracted to every relationship been with a transaction. You know what I'm saying? Nigga ain't never been on his own. Nigga ain't never done nothing. Or somebody I feel less than or I'm getting my emotional. Like what happens is, say like you watching the news at the crib, right? You watching the news at the crib, you might be like, you'll see some news, you'll be like, man, I instantly do blase, blase, blah, right? You say that, that's just how people talk, right? But then when you do that on social media, man, you'll drop that comment in there, they'll hit your ass 12 hours later, they'll be like, some shit you said violated our hate policy. I'm like, now look, I've been called a racial slur 700 times. But not me saying what we need to do to somebody that has the register on the registry is a speech violation. I don't understand the logic. But I'm not here to understand the logic. I'm here to get my content to the masses. It's ConcreteGeniusMedia.com. It's your boy Big Sauce, man. Follow me on all socials, man. The hottest of the hot, the best of the best. Let me make sure my IG going too, man, because I don't want to miss out on IG. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I don't want to miss out on IG at all. You know what I mean? Make sure that IG popping too. And I'm sorry, Twitter, man. Again, like I said, I'm off Twitter for 12 hours. I can watch, I can DM people. I can't post now. I be feeling like, before I get started, I be feeling like I let my team down when I be getting suspended, bro. I ain't gonna hold you. Like, I feel like when I'm getting suspended, I feel like I be letting my team down. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like I be letting my team down. So when that shit be happening, I feel bad, you know? There's a lot of people eating off what we do. A lot of people going to these productions. A lot of things going to these reels, these productions. That's why I'm removing the profanity. A lot of people ain't, even though I'm independent, right? I'm independent because every thought about Concrete Genius Media basically has come from my brain, right? But in that thought process, I've coordinated a team of people that have invested in me, you know what I mean? Whether it be working relationships, helping me build a brand, or are part of my brand now, right? And so when I say something stupid, spontaneous, and I get suspended on the app, I feel like I'm letting my team down. And I don't want to do that because they deserve better. And I really got all the engines, all the tools to make me a star. I just got to stay in the booth. That's all it is with me. Just keeping me in the booth, keeping me medicated, if you know what I mean, and keeping me in the booth. But while I'm medicated, and keeping me away from mischievousness. Because men ain't nothing but grown boys. You understand what I'm saying? At the end of the day, that's all we do. All right, bro. Calm down, big dog. Yeah, men ain't nothing but grown boys, you know what I mean? So we gotta we just gotta have the discipline. Like I've always had discipline to get money, but my discipline could be better. Maybe I'm just hard on myself. But either way, we lit, we live. All right, man, let's tap in, man. Media.com, man. If you with me, you rocking, you rolling, we rolling, right? I want to talk first about the Minnesota Timberwolves, man. What I seen in Minnesota last night was special. And it was special because it hit me, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I feel like from what I seen last night, the Timberwolves can win the championship. I know that sounds crazy, bro. I know it sounds a little kind of out there, but from what I seen yesterday, the Minnesota Timberwolves got the necessary goons to win the championship. It's just different. I mean, if you talking about who would you walk down a dark alley with, right? You got Anthony Edwards, man. You got your alpha male, your fearless leader, your big mom and scorer in the clutch, right? You got Rudy Gobert. You got elite rim protection. We need to stop playing Rudy Gobert. Look, the whole COVID joke thing, I was mad, but hey, all them goofy jokes, bro, you a grown man out there now. I ain't gonna even bullshit you. All that uncoordinated shit, that Shaq and the Fool shit they used to do, that shit was a long time ago, bro. You out there giving niggas the blues. So yeah, you got Rudy Gobert, you got Jay McDaniels, man, who I've got been a fan of for a long time. Elite defender, elite wing, perimeter defender, tough, old school. If you ever been just around a tough West Coast Seattle demeanor, like don't fuck with me, I really ain't tripping on nothing. Just laid back West Coast vibe, get buckets, another lockdown defender. You got Julius Randle, the gritty veteran, the tough lefty coming downhill, man, going in your chest constantly, 15, 20 times a game, putting pressure on you, attacking the rim, right? And you got guys like Nas Reed coming off the bench, man. Dynamic 6'7" scores. You got veterans like Mike Conley. If you was going to walk down a dark alley with any team in the NBA and you needed somebody to have your back, let's rank in the playoffs my all dark alley goon squad. Now, if we talking just dark alley goon, I may go Detroit just because. Even though I feel like Minnesota got the type of goons that got a job and a family. Detroit got the type of goons, them niggas nutty as shit. They'll make the paper. As far as when it come to basketball, I like Minnesota a lot more to win the championship than I did 3-4. I was already thinking it, but then when DiVincenzo got hurt, Ant-Man got hurt, Ayo got hurt, I'm like, oh, man. Because I was already seeing a vision with the lineup, but right now with Minnesota, tough wing, switchable defense, multiple scores, no fear, the ability to win any game, anywhere. You got a cocky, confident leader like Ant-Man. Minnesota is a sleeper. I wouldn't mind going to lay 100. I may go lay 100 on a Minnesota future to win the NBA championship. Matter of fact, I'm gonna text my man and see what he say. Yeah. I like Minnesota. It's a little sneaky. I mean, Thunder good, but I just think Minnesota's a tough matchup. Whenever you get grown men win NBA championships, unless you got like a fearless young team and you can kind of sneak through there. Usually it's a grown man. When you get a Ben Wallace or you get a Chauncey Billups, you get a Otis Thorpe type of nigga. Minnesota got them type of niggas, bro. You know what I'm saying? And I can see the Timberwolves slide through there. My LA Lakers, man, obviously everybody know I'm a Bron fan, but Minnesota, OKC is just too skilled, too deep. To beat Oklahoma City, you need a combination of things, but you definitely either need athletic downhill guards and elite rim protection, a la San Antonio, and you need, as an asset, aggressive, dominant power forwards. I think that's a weakness for the Thunder. San Antonio has the guards and the rim protection with Wemby and the guards. Minnesota has the guards, the rim protection, and Julius Randle and Naz Reid. I can see the Wolves or the Spurs beating the Thunder. I can't see the Lakers beating the Thunder. I would love to have a Bron story for you, right? About how they going. I can't realistically see it. If the Lakers give me something and Bron pull out something and they up, it's 1-1 going back to LA. Hey, I'm gonna get on here and I'm gonna start selling more than the number one used car salesman in the city of New York. But I gotta see it because you gotta have scoring, toughness, and athleticism to beat the Thunder. The Lakers have scoring. I'm not questioning their toughness, but they don't have goon toughness, right? You got Smart, you got Bron. Bron OG, man. Bron ain't got time to be doing all that wrestling. Like, you don't have them goons to match up with a Dort who's gonna be on all BS all game. Hardenstein. You got the Isaiah Joe cats coming off the line. You got Chet. You got SGA. You got J-Dub. Like, it's just too much with them if you ain't got the necessary amount of firepower to compete with them and go at it. So I love the Lakers. Now, if the Lakers can come out and win, I get on here easily. I eat a chicken. I eat a chicken breast. I'm vegetarian. If the Lakers win this series, I eat a chicken breast live on air, and I'm vegetarian. I just don't think it can happen. It'd be grilled chicken breast. I don't think it can happen. I just don't think that the Lakers have enough athletically in the hold positions. You know, the hold positions are the guy that gets the steal, the layup. The guy that's guarding full court that may end up guarding a superstar on the switch. The lengthy guy that gets the rebound, the block, to push it up the kick. You know what I mean? Like, guys in the hole, like my spades. What are my smaller spades? You know what I mean? Big jokers don't win championships like smaller spades, 9, 10, jacks, queens, Robert Horrys. Those guys win championships, and the Lakers don't have enough of those guys, especially while missing Luka and Austin Reeves Rusty. So I got OKC in that one. Let's go eastcoast.com, get a copy of my book, The Game Changer. Detroit is a very different team. Detroit got about 6 niggas look like they just got out the county yesterday. They got a nigga look like he can fix your alternator. They got a nigga look like he can steal your alternator. It's just a team, man. It's just a gritty ass team. I don't know what it is about that city. If it's living in that, like, Detroit is a gruff city, so like the team takes on that personality, and the niggas is physical. And against Cleveland got too many white dudes that sell insurance, man. I'm sorry, Dean Wade and all y'all, them niggas is finna attack y'all like a pack of dogs. I don't have no better way to explain it. I mean, I wish I could break out some terminology about like X's and O's or what they gonna do to y'all. They just gonna bully the shit out of y'all. Between Harden and Mitchell, look, if Harden was a little younger, you have a shot with Harden and Allen. But between Harden and Mitchell, Donovan Mitchell didn't give a fuck when he didn't have Coco Jones. He ain't finna be dealing with all them niggas, man. Detroit got some niggas that could be bouncers in the club. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got Isaiah Stewart. You got the little Ron Holland nigga. I know that nigga young. I don't even know if he old enough to drink, but he old enough to beat your ass and steal the ball from you and dunk it on your head, bro. You got the Thompson twin. You got another nigga they got. I don't even know who this nigga is, bro. This nigga got the OG gangster, you know what I'm saying? Mustache and shit, bro. Them niggas is hardcore black men, right? Shit. If you could get a Detroit, Minnesota NBA Finals James Brown to rise from the dead, nigga, that shit'd be black than a motherfucker. That shit. I ain't bullshit with you, bro. But yeah, I like Detroit over Cleveland, man. I think Detroit gonna smack Cleveland. Just physicality and shit. Just yeah, you ain't finna beat these motherfuckers with all these motherfucking Cleveland Achilles heel the entire Donovan Mitchell, whatever era they in, right, is the fact that they've never had an adequate small forward. You cannot win a championship without a small forward. I don't care how great you think your guard is, your bigs are. You have to have a wing between like 6'5", 6'8", that can dominate a game to win an NBA championship. 6'4"-ish maybe. Minnesota got like 3, 4 of them. Cleveland don't have none, right? Cade Cunningham is one of them ones, and he's in that range. Cleveland has nobody to guard him, right? So it's going to be spooky. Knicks, Sixers. The Knicks are rolling confident. 2 weeks ago, Knicks fans were ready to fire Mike Brown. Right now, Mike Brown and the Knicks are on a phenomenal run. The offense is looking crazy. They're getting out running. They're kicking it up the floor. Jalen Brunson's been phenomenal. Look, I'm the first guy to talk shit about Jalen Brunson when he not play good. He over dribble. I didn't want a lot of money with Jalen Brunson with props and him coming through, and I've been giving him props. But lately, he's been locked in. He's dialed in. You know when great players get the money and you see the grit, and then you see him hit that extra gear? He's in that stage of his career now. Like that, it's my league stage. You know what I'm saying? So the Knicks are dangerous. I actually like the Knicks to come out the East. I think if the Knicks don't win the championship this year, it's done. Yeah. If them niggas don't win the championship this year, it'd be another fit. It just ain't happening. Like, at some point, it's like I equate them niggas to the Atlanta Braves. You know what I'm saying? Like, at some point, you like, all right, y'all gotta win one, right? That's how the Knicks are, right? Like, the Knicks are like the 90s Braves. They always pretty good. They always got some shit you want to talk about going. You always think this might be their year. You look for a reason. They get along. They chumly. They got nice, good haircuts. They don't grow facial hair. They speak with proper East Coast Negro accents. They good kids. You root for them. But it's got to be this year. If it's not this year, then win, Knicks. Finals are the minimum requisite for the Knicks. With the way the East Coast, Eastern Conference is decimated, if you told Knicks fans, all right, Knicks fans, it's 4 teams left to get you to the NBA Finals. If I told y'all this in November, what would y'all say? You got a hobbled Embiid, you got Philly. Y'all gonna be like, all right, we're gonna beat SmackDown. And then on the other side, you got Detroit with Cat and a bunch of niggas that lift weights. And then you got Cleveland with Harden and Mitchell and Jared Allen and Mobley and 5 motherfuckers that invest in your IRA for you, your S&P 500, 5 brokerage accountants on Cleveland playing power forward. And the mixed kid, he can play, but he ain't enough. Man, New York, if not now, is never going to happen. ConcreteGeniusMedia.com, man, it's your boy Sauce. Follow me on all socials. Get a copy of my book, The Game Changer. 8 tips for men to find peace. We're a little longer on the sports, but that's what we like to do. We like to get in depth with the sports, man. Shout out. I seen Cameron on First Take, man. I'm so happy for Cameron. Shout out for Cameron. That's just something I came across my mind. Seen him on First Take with the suit, man. I'm happy for Cam. Overcoming all obstacles, man. Everybody might not agree what he does, but you can never knock that man hustle, his advertising skills, his ability to market himself way before the internet. I always respected Cam. ConcreteGeniusMedia.com, man. Tap in. It's your boy Sauce. All right. Where we at? All right. So I want to talk about something, right? I feel like people on the internet project their personal trauma onto entire groups, right? And I'm going to tell you what I mean, right? It's just not an opinion. I study psychology, by the way. This is literally psychology, right? It's called projection. People generalize based on repeated outcomes, right? So your core truth does not equal a universal truth, right? And again, I want to say projection is a big, big problem, not only in society, right? But in the Black community and the way we talk to each other as men and women. Your bad experiences does not equal the universal truth of all Black people. Just because you've dated women, every relationship has been financially transactional, and you've never felt attractive enough to feel like a woman has wanted you for you, that doesn't make all women whores. It's a lot more, it's really even less complicated than it sounds. People just have a hard time accepting the flaws about them. So that guy who's the majority of his relationships are transactional, or he's lonely, or he's in his 30s and 40s and he's invested in another girl and it turned out wrong again and he's bitter on the internet. Him calling women that he has no opportunity to be with out of their name is projection. His universal truth are women only love you if they got something. That is a damaged man, but it's a lot of men like that, right? And it may be true depending on the women you seek. Are there women that's going to take advantage of you financially? Obviously. But are there women who are going to love you for exactly who you are and motivate you to financially be the best you? Exactly, right? So men, a lot of the things you say on the internet, women ain't shit or she a hoe, the way y'all police bodies, it may be true, right? But it's only bothering you because that's your element, right? If it's not your element, it's not bothering you. And the same thing with you women, right? Again, your bad experiences don't equal universal truth. So you a woman. You started young. You start being with older men young. You was fast. Men maybe took advantage of you, right? They did. But you have responsibility for some of those choices. Now, I'm not saying choices where anything was done illegal. So I'm not advocating for the R. Kelly niggas. I'm definitely not on you niggas' team. But I'm just saying you fast. You 13, nigga 14, 15. You having sex like rabbits. You 14, he's 16. You 16, he feel like just legal fastness. Y'all know what I mean, right? So fast teenagers always become fast adults, right? I always tell people, if you want your child to have a chance, try to keep them away from it as long as you can. They might still turn out to be a freak, but if you a freak as a kid, you never gonna stop being a freaky motherfucker. So you made bad choices. And within those bad choices, you didn't get the princess life that women desire. The marriage, the wedding, the white unveiling, you know, the tears, the man sweeping you off your feet, carrying you across the threshold, protecting you, waking you up every night to make sure you're safe, feeding you, loving you, taking you out of trips for anniversaries and dinners. So because you didn't get that, that don't make every man a bad guy. Because you decided to go with a man that had a whole family across town. That doesn't generalize the Black community. We're not a monolith, right? Just like it would be disrespectful to judge Black women by the worst elements of Black women. We're not a monolith. That's so unfair and unnatural. Spam call. So unfair and unnatural. And I think we got to do better. The biggest thing men and women have to accept is your dating pool reflects your choices, your environment, and your standards. You picked them. So if you constantly picking them wrong, that's something inside of you eternally that you got to fix. And the internet is full of people who've constantly picked wrong their whole life, and they got to tell you about it 99 times a day. And it ain't just people you follow, because you can block who you follow. They'll suggest the motherfucking wake up. Everything in my life is wrong with me. The reason I ain't got no tread on my tires is due to men. No, the fuck it's not. It's due to the fact that you have no career and no tangible skills that make over $16 an hour at 30 years old. Unless you've been a victim of a crime, right? And you can be a victim of manipulation once or twice. But come on, man, it's y'all fourth baby daddy. Like, at some point, we got to have some accountability to what we do as people, men and women. Same thing with you men. Like, come on. And I'm going to tell you men right something. If all your relationships are horror stories, that's a reflection of what you've been choosing. That's not a reflection of everybody else. And also with you men, right? To all you men who criticize women for their sexual freedom, because that's all going out your way to call a woman a hoe is that you ain't got no opportunity to be with. You policing a woman that you don't know's sexual freedom. And that's not really what I do. The only thing I will try to police a woman about, black women about, is abortions. And that's a different topic. But other than like how they dress, how they live, first of all, I got a woman. Even if I didn't have a woman, if you ain't my woman, how you carrying yourself is totally your right. Your sexuality is your choice. It's your body, your consequences, how you feel about it. If you like it, I love it. That don't affect me, right? But to the men who get on here and they criticize women, I like to ask you, bro. Really, you know what? Let's really get down to the chase. If you on here calling women hoes, do women find you sexy? Do women find you attractive? Do women tell you great at the art of making love? Have women ever stalked you, harassed you, been in love with you for who you are, not what you got? If so, I can understand why you probably calling every woman that you can't get a hoe. Because a man that get women ain't got to call women that he don't want hoes. For what? So that's my question to niggas. To niggas that's angry about women all the time. Are you attractive, nigga? You know what I'm saying? Do you work out? Can you do 100 push-ups, nigga? Do you got 100,000? Right? Do you own a home? So like, if you a man in your 30s, 40s, and you got all these shortcomings, bro, you fat, you out of breath, you don't own nothing. Bro, you musty, you stink. You know what I'm saying? You ain't, your greatest highlight of your life is talking about a jump shot you hit in high school, nigga, in the 90s, 2000s. What is you on the internet talking about women for, bro? And that's the thing with black people. We too disorganized, man, discombobulated. You know what I'm saying? Like we confused. We talk about shit don't even concern us every week, every day. Then they pass the bills right up under our law because we don't vote, because we talk about shit that don't concern us every day. That's our biggest problem, for real. So, yeah, again, if all your relationship stories are horror stories, that's not an indictment on everybody else. That's a reflection of you and your dating choices and what you've tolerated in your life and the way you've loved yourself to allow yourself to be mistreated by people. That's not the internet fault. So stop coming on the internet every day. And people, what y'all got to do, black people, y'all got to stop blocking miserable people. Because sometimes we revel in other people's misery to make us feel good. I see somebody miserable 3-4 days, and not miserable like, oh, my mom died, miserable, I can't get a job. I understand that frustration. I'm talking about miserable like, women ain't shit. Men ain't shit. Women ain't shit. 3-4 days a day, I got to go, man. I undo this, man. Let me snooze this nigga. Let me snooze her, man. Cause yeah, I'm tired. Don't nobody spew out more hatred on the internet than a motherfucker that ain't got $10,000 in the bank, nigga. Straight up. It's media.com, man. Follow me on all socials. Y'all know what it is. I'm him, it's us. We us. I'm a shit. Hold on. I got you. Yeah, we gonna tighten up a little bit, man. ConcreteGeniusMedia.com. Follow me on all socials, man. It's your boy Sauce. Get a copy of my book, The Game Changer, man. 8 tips for men to find peace. We outside, man. Nigga just hit me with some shit. Yeah, man. Nigga just hit me with some shit. No, I like my shit looking good. So my shit said My nigga said my shit was a little dark. That's a little better. I can see my shit myself though now because I'm live. Yeah, I'm gonna have to have my nigga come through and do my shit. .com, man, it's your boy Big Sauce. Follow me on all socials. I apologize for these not technical difficulties, but it's just a little intermission, man. It's like hockey and shit. You know, they had like 3 quarters. They said my shit a little dark. Brighten my shit up, bro. I don't like my shit being dark, bro. We gonna try it. I'm gonna get you over here, my nigga. That's the thing. I gotta get you over here. We gonna fix this. Yeah, ConcreteGeniusMedia.com, man. Brighten this up. We gonna fix this, man. Talk to me. Talk to me. ConcreteGeniusMedia.com, man. What else I got, big dog? I ain't gonna keep y'all too much longer because I gotta make a couple of runs, get some clothes, goodwill, shit like that. Okay. My next question. Important conversation. Black people. Does having predominantly black teachers versus having predominantly white teachers affect identity and behavior? My short answer is yes, but is layered. I think what research and reality suggests is that having an adequate amount of teachers who look like you brings representation. Representation builds self-worth in people. That's why if we want to know honestly and speak truly honestly about why sometimes we wonder how white people become so confident because they're raised in a predominantly white society by white teachers and white leadership. So that's where confidence comes from. Seeing black leadership for black people expands possibility. It expands the ability for your mind to grow and believe what you can, who you are, and what you can be. Everyone doesn't have a strong father or mother in the home, and sometimes that strength and that leadership that you get from teachers and principals in the black community is what you need to take it to the next level. ConcreteGeniusMedia.com. A cultural understanding. If I've spent kindergarten through 9th grade getting taught black cultural experiences from black people who've lived it, and you taught kindergarten, you've learned kindergarten through 9th grade from people who may be sincere and may not be sincere, but none of them have experienced in it. And they really don't care whether you know your history versus their history or not. We're not the same type of black person. Our thought process is not going to be as monolithically aligned as we try to make it out to be. And that's why we got so many problems in the black community. We got so many folders and disclaimers and labels in the black community. We got the black that was raised and taught and educated by black people. We got the black that was raised and educated by whites. We got the mixed black. We got the atheist black. We got the religious black. We got the divine non-black. We got the non-divine black. We got the educated black. We got the uneducated black. We got I do my perversions in society and I'm free and I'm confident with it black versus I like my perversions to be in the closet black person. So we just all over the place with no stability. We have no regulation. Our pastors have no regulation. Our communities have no regulation. Every ethnicity has a town. China had Chinatown. Chinese people in every major and minor city have a Chinatown where the Chinese dollar circulates. Outside of a few cultural black hubs, i.e. Atlanta, i.e. maybe a Memphis, i.e. a New York City, a DC, some places in Philly, right? A few tucked away spots in LA or Vegas. Tucked away spots. Chicago. And even then, you can go spend, but if we don't have sustained resources and infrastructure where our dollar can circulate in our community, like the people, Asian people do, like the Russians, like the Europe people do, first thing when other races do, they get over here and they set up a base for all that looks like them. They don't say, well, I ain't gonna look out for a Chinese if he ain't in the Chinese frat or he ain't in the Chinese gang. And in my opinion, and this would be the pod tomorrow, but in my humble opinion, I feel like we as black people, if I'm really being honest, I feel like we as black people are never gonna make the necessary progressions we need until we drop the majority of labels that we live under. And that means gangs, fraternities, clubs, motorcycle clubs, cliques, anything that takes away other than you just saying I'm black, I'm right-handed, I eat vegetables, I don't like other than personal preferences, because what happens is we're never going to think for the benefit of the people because there's too many different versions of us. But it's only one original. They look like me and got fucking 8 great black, dark-skinned great black parents. I'm always the original. But it's less of me every year. You hear it, you see it. It's going to be less wisdom every year. It's going to be less libraries like me every year because of the division among us and the lack of direction among us as black people. ConcreteGeniusMedia.com. This will get us a little deeper than Atlantis sometimes. I appreciate y'all, man, tapping in. I ain't going to keep you too much longer. I got some runs to make. And when I say the experiences of having a white teacher and white administrative educational experiences versus having a black one, as opposed to somebody living in Chicago or growing up in a Gary or Detroit or Atlanta or Memphis, where you predominantly had black educators versus someone growing up in a city where you may not have had them. And it's not really about race, because I know a lot of amazing teachers of all races, white teachers, Hispanic teachers, Asian teachers. I know some amazing teachers. But we can't lie and say it's not a cultural connection that is necessary for black students, black American students, to have black American teachers that relate to them and have their best intentions at heart. And the one thing I'll leave you with, the qualities of having predominantly black educators growing up, for me, was that my gift was always harnessed. Even as I was bad, I was spoken life into about how great I can be, how smart I am. You know you too smart to be doing this. You too brilliant to be doing this. You scored this on that test. One day you're going to save the world, but you're going to have to get your shit together first. That was the benefits of going to a predominantly black school. If I'd have went to a white school somewhere else in Indiana, they probably put me in a mental facility, to be honest with you. They wouldn't have understood me at all. It wouldn't have been no concept of understanding my parents, understanding my life, my background, what I survived, losing my brother, no compassion for that. So that compassion came from having a black eco structure, and we need more black teachers. We need more black principals. We need more black counselors, and just we need to protect our babies. ConcreteGeniusMedia.com, and I love you. Follow me on all socials. Get a copy of my book, The Game Changer. Tap in. Tell a friend, man. You know the vibes. Peace.